What's up, folks? I ain't in here trying to talk no shit or nothing like that, trying to depress nobody or nothing like that. But I mean, I've been seeing a lot of people, well, not even a lot. I've been seeing a couple of key folks, that actually have a great following and whatnot, acting like they can rely on the Congress of the United States government, the United States government, the same motherfuckers that put your ass in prison and enslave your ass in a virtual prison and a mental prison, um, going to them for some sort of a help or something. Like Jim Jordan, one of these motherfuckers, racist down south motherfuckers, um, talking about in 2 years' time, our country has went from great to bad or whatever. Now the country's never been great, brother. It's never been great, and this is for all the people that understand where I'm coming from. Okay, you go to a store, you the motherfucker looked at. You go to a bank, you the motherfucker looked at. They saying side comments about your ass, and it's been like that. It's been like that for years, bro. I've been in this shit for. I'm 33 now. I've been in this shit since I remember the first time this shit ever started happening to me was I was 10 years old. So come on now, don't start telling me, oh, starting in 2020, uh, we started having problems because of the new administration. Well, the old administration was a joke too, and the administration before that was a goddamn joke. Guess what? The next administration gonna be a fucking joke too. Come on now, quit trying to quit trying to change the system by submitting to the system. That ain't how it works. You got to do things differently. You got to definitely do things differently. Don't sit up here and tell me, I'm saying, well, if we don't do something, if we don't send letters, the letters don't make it to these people's desks. Uh, uh, assistant of an assistant of an assistant reads it and acts like they're the person and responds. Come on now, and nothing happens. Nothing comes about it. Let me ask you this. How come these people get so much motherfucking money then? Hmm? Well, are they doing such a great job? No, clearly he just said the country's failing, everybody's fucking up. So why are they getting so much money? Hmm? Why they getting so much money? Why they getting so much of your fucking tax money? And another question is, why so much of your fucking tax money going overseas? Still. Been doing that since I was fucking 2 years old. Come on now. Don't sit up here and tell me, you know what I'm saying, the Honorable Jim Jordan or the Honorable any of these motherfuckers. Kevin McCarthy and all these, I don't know, any of these motherfuckers, DeSantis, any of these motherfuckers. They don't care about you, personally, you. They don't give a fuck about you. Not at all. Your kids, your diapers, the money that you need or whatever you're losing. None of that shit. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Period. The taxes continue to go up no matter who the fuck is in charge. All right. Did the taxes go up with Trump? Mm-hmm. Did the taxes go up with Obama? Mm-hmm. Did taxes go up with Bush? Mm-hmm. Did taxes go up with Biden? Mm-hmm. Okay. So clearly it's not a clearly it's not a a fucking congressional thing. Clearly it's not a thing where you can appeal to the government. No, if you're inside of the government group, if you're acting or working, I call it acting, as a public servant, because all of this shit is acting, really. If you're acting as a public servant, then you're the one that's going for more taxes, because guess what? More taxes means more money for the public servants, right? But if your ass is on the outside looking in, right, doing the work, the hard work, shit like that, you're just a motherfucker that's out there losing. So don't sit up here and tell me, hey, yeah, man, we need to go vote. I'm going to laugh your ass out my fucking face. Oh, yeah, man, we need to go write letters. Oh, okay, I mean, if you want to have a writing class or tutorial or something, improve your writing skills, because ain't nobody going to read that shit. Don't nobody give a fuck about that. Period. There's been targeted individuals in this country since the beginning of this country. So come on now, and it's been 300, 400 years, and nobody still wants to do anything about the shit. Please, bro, please, miss me with that shit. I don't give a fuck how many times you put Jim Jordan's ass on the front cover of this and that. This motherfucker speaks words that y'all like. Come on now, but ain't shit changing still. But ain't shit changing still. They still looking at you, motherfucking hold your dick through the fucking through the walls. They still looking at your ass walk up in the bank at 18 different angles. Get on the bus, on the train, whatever, in your car at the stoplight, 18 different angles. Nigga, come on now. Y'all niggas is dumb to me. You know what I mean? And I ain't just gonna sit up here and try to say like y'all niggas is dumb and idiots and all that. And, no, I'm not gonna fight y'all like that. I know you got a lot of what is it called? Innovation. I know a lot of y'all got the power of the imagination, and you know how to work and make it become a reality and things like that. But when it comes down to it, bruh, when it comes down to this bitch, it's a plan, and the plan is going perfectly to the motherfucking T. You know what I'm saying? Perfectly to the T. Hegelian dialectic. Look that shit up. You know what I'm saying? False flag. Come on now. How you gonna sit up here and say, oh, this nigga got the majority of the country. This dude got the majority of the country, you know what I'm saying, votes, right? Majority of the country votes, right? But the majority of the country is mad at him. That don't even make no sense. Majority of the country voted for him and say, yay, be my president. Then the majority of the country turn around probably like 45 to 50 days later and gonna say, oh, I don't like this president. I hate his policy. You being played. You being played. And I'm sorry to say it like that, but you being played. So let's go on and do this for another 3-4 years. Let's send letters and all this other stuff. And let's do that for another 3-4 years until somebody else gets in office that you're going to be accepting. And then guess what? The majority going to hate that motherfucker too. So you're being played, and you've been being played. You know what I'm saying? So until motherfuckers, like I said, until motherfuckers come together, like actually, physically, face to face together, right? And assemble, right? That's what you need to do. That's what the only thing that gets changed. So think about that shit. That's how you get reform. But all that other shit, man, come on now. Get that shit out of my face. I ain't giving a fuck about none of that shit because the shit don't help. And it's a waste of time, really. You know? And now we started off on the negative foot, so let's end off on a positive one. You feel me? Like, I'm glad to see how many people is waking up to the shit, though. Ain't nearly enough as much as what we need, but I'm glad to see it. It's a good thing, you know what I mean? Especially when the younger ones that's like 20 and 19, 18, hitting me up telling me shit. Then I didn't even, oh, wow, really? I didn't even know they was doing that. For real, that's good stuff. Kudos to y'all. For sure. And as many as that's waking up or whatever, that's good. But all this, let's go fly a flag and have a banner and all this other shit, like, man, that's good stuff. Appreciate you, and that's innovative, for real. I'd rather you be doing that than nothing at all. But let me tell you, the amount of change that's doing, in the grand scheme of things, that ain't doing shit, bro. It ain't doing nothing. Nope. Jim Jordan and all these fools sitting out here in Congress, and all these people sitting here in the big rooms and all that shit, and in the big halls of justice and all that, the shit that you ain't invited in. Think about it. The shit you ain't invited in, it's their party, bro. You ain't shit but a fly on the motherfucking wall. You feel me? But I'm glad to see people waking up, and that's a good thing. I'm glad to see people understanding that their weakness is the film, is the exposure. That's their weakness, you know? So I'm glad to see that. That's a good thing. That's cool. But come on now, y'all. That motherfucking writing a letter shit, that shit is super old. You know, slaves wrote letters and shit. You know what I'm saying? Former slaves and shit wrote letters. Did you know motherfuckers in the Vietnam era wrote letters and shit? Stop bombing these people. Stop firebombing and napalm striking these kids. Don't you know they did that too? Come on now. Only for us to go to Iraq and do the shit again. It's like, come on, Libya, Lebanon. Come on. Wake that shit up. You know? Reason why people don't want to join the military. Military's a fucking joke. Reason why people don't want to join the police force. Police force a fucking joke. So take your robots out and do just like how we know you gonna do. Skynet, nigga. Niggas is waking up. And joining these corrupt ass groups. These all secret society ass groups, shit where you gotta swear and oh yes. And get that shit up out of here. Fuck out of here, bruh. That's another thing. They got you swearing and all this shit on the Bible and all this other shit. And what you doing? Killing motherfucking innocents. Come on now. Now, if that ain't no corrupted shit, I don't know what the fuck is. A positive note, good job, y'all. Good job for waking up. Now, that's a quarter of the battle. That's a quarter of the battle.